to make an entree with you with Kraft Philadelphia cream cheese. Today we're going to be making chicken crab wonton roll-up, turning on the oven to 375, and this pot of water is on to boil for the side dish of the rice. You have to do it all in the same time. We have a package of Philadelphia brand cream cheese here, and here we have chicken thighs, 3 pounds worth, cut in half. They're boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Taking and marinating our chicken, we have a Tokyo teriyaki grill sauce. We're going to take a half a cup of this, and we're going to dump it right in there over top the chicken. Soy sauce, and I'm going to take and I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. It's a little bit salty. You can get a low sodium one if you want. And I'm going to pour that right in there. Is oyster sauce. And I'm going to be taking a 1/3 cup of this, which is very good. And we'll pour that right in there. Okay? And last but not least, we have a peanut sauce, a Thai peanut sauce. Now, kind of spicy a little bit, so we're going to take our tablespoon, put 1 tablespoon's worth, a little more or less, depending on your taste for it. Okay, now we're going to give this a start. While this is marinating, I'm going to be taking my Kraft Philadelphia cream cheese, 1 8-ounce package, and I'm going to also be taking this Philadelphia brand cream cheese that has artichokes, spinach in it. It has a lot of flavor, and it's a nice combination of just wonderful for a dip in itself. But we're going to take that and we're going to put it in the bowl here. We're going to mix this up until it's smooth. And the reason we mix this up first before putting our crab in is because we don't want to break our crab into little tiny pieces. We're going to be using it to stuff the chicken. We'll give this chicken another stir here. We have this mixed up some. We're going to take our crab. Now this is a 16-ounce can, 1 pound. But it's put that right in there and gently fold the crab in with the cream cheese mixture. This is Kraft Philadelphia brand cream cheese. Quite a bit of crab there, isn't there? 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, and we're going to put it in our mixture here for a little additional flavor. So over here in this bowl, I have a combination of a Thai wok oil and pure sesame seed oil. And I'm going to brush the outside of the wonton wrapper, and we're going to lay it out here. And we're going to brush it with a little bit of this oil. Make sure you get the edges. And we're going to set a piece of chicken in it. And then we're going to take our crab Rangoon sauce, and we're going to put about 3 tablespoons worth in. I'm going to take a second wrapper, and I'm going to set them together like that. And I'm going to take this egg, and I'm going to whisk my egg with my fingers. I use my fingers a lot while I'm cooking, so just take a little bit and rub the edges here. Okay. And then we're going to take and we're going to fold this just like this. And we're going to fold it like this. And there's 2 wrappers there. We're going to take it and we're going to lay it in the pan. Fold it side down. I'm going to brush my chicken wonton, crab Rangoon, with some oil. Now we're going to put those in the oven. It's 375 and it's going to be cooking for 35 minutes. So turn this kitchen timer so you don't lose track of what you're doing here. In 35 minutes, I'm going to take my frying pan and I'm going to put it on here, and I'm going to put it on medium-high heat. And I'm going to take a little bit of this oil, a tablespoon's worth, and I'll put it in the pan. I'm going to take and dice some scallions, green onions, in about 1/2-inch pieces. And when I get done cutting this, it'll be just about a cup's worth. This is for our topping. Okay, they're half-inch pieces. I'm cutting them up. I guess it's only about a half cup's worth. Let me measure it. Here. This one is a third cup. Once. Twice. Yeah. It's about 2/3 of a cup going in there. And we're going to take our garlic that I've already peeled and we're going to cut that up into small pieces. They don't have to be even, just not, about even. Slice them up a little bit more so it can be dispersed into the sauce. Put it in there. Okay. Now I'm going to take fresh ginger. I'm going to grate it. I'm going to put a tablespoon's worth in. That's about right. And for a little bit of spice, I'm going to take this one jalapeno pepper and make sure you get all of the seeds out. Try not to rub your eyes. This is very hot. It can be extremely dangerous. It could burn. It can burn your flesh even. Some people prefer to use gloves. Well, and taking it and cut it into very small pieces so you don't get a big mouthful. I did julienne style, and now I'm dicing it down smaller. I like my things a little bit hot. Okay, I'm going to put that right in there. Let that cook for 1 minute. And now we're going to take the last piece of chicken. I'm going to dice this up tiny. Get it cut up a little smaller. Okay, so we have the chicken and scallions in the pan, softening up nicely, and we're going to take our rice out. I like to do the brown rice, fast cooking, 10 minutes. I'll put it off to the side to drain, and I'm going to cover up this pan with this. You could use the lid. Alright, it's been cooking for about 5 minutes now. I'm going to take 1/3 cup of water and I'm going to add it to it. I'm going to cover it back up. It smells so wonderful here. Just incredible. And now, to not waste this sauce, and I'm going to scrape the last of it in. There was about a half cup of sauce, and we're going to stir that right in there. Okay. Oh my God, it smells wonderful here. And I'm going to take and turn it down to a low temperature and it's going to stay on that low heat, stir it occasionally until the chicken comes out of the oven. So in the last 5 minutes, there was only 6 minutes left to serving the dish. I put another 1/3 cup of hot water in this, and I'm going to take the remaining 3/4 cup of crab Philadelphia brand cream cheese, and I'm going to mix it right in there. 6 minutes ago, I opened up the oven, and I brushed all of the remaining product with the oil that we had left over, and I brushed it a little heavily, and I turned the oven from bake to broil. So the last 5 minutes of the dish will be on broiler. In the middle of the oven, you don't want it too close because it will burn. We're going to take 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Our timer just went off, so I'm going to take and I'm going to remove our dinner from the oven. I highly recommend tin pot holders. And don't they look delicious? Oh my goodness, I'm in heaven. Thank you. Bye-bye.